I need to visit that prison again.
Oh, yes.
What are you planning to get out of that woman that you haven't already?
I didn't get anything out of that woman already. I was not prepared to run into my past, perhaps. I think that I need to, that's behind me. And I have not walked as far as that woman has, and I think I want to try to understand her better.
All right.
She's going to die. Mm-hmm. I will watch it if they will permit me.
Why?
She deserves it.
She deserves... Like, how do you mean she deserves it?
I assume she has not had much empathy offered to her.
Oh.
And thus she offers no empathy, nor will she anymore. But, you know, things maybe would be better for me if there had been a little more empathy, and there was not.
But there is now.
This isn't some sort of like weird masochistic self-projection type of thing, is it?
Oh, why not both?
Are you gonna threaten her?
I'm going to talk to her.
All right.
No time like the present.
Very well then. Come with me, Widowcast.
Both the fucking clerics are going. We should go too.
I guess we'll go.
Come on. Fucking-
We're all gonna go.
I guess so.
Okay. Is that okay?
A party then.
Would you trust me enough to enter the cell with her?
As it looks to the guards kind of give a nod. Looks back to you. I just would recommend nothing funny. Should such things occur.
I would not jeopardize our place here in the dynasty.
Would hope you would not. And you seem like a upstanding practitioner of the arcane arts with interests in the greater mysteries of life that you would not throw your life away so quickly.
Well,
Open the door.
I enter, and I sit on the cell floor, a safe distance away, but directly in front of her. I'll confirm what you already know.
You guys hear Zemnian.
I am Bren Aldrich Ermendrud. Do you want to tell me your name?
It doesn't matter, does it?
Well, you will be dead in a few days, but I wouldn't say that it doesn't matter.
Do you have a way of getting me out, friend of the dynasty?
I don't know. But I do have something to offer. I'm curious. You've done a lot for the Assembly. I know that you've killed many enemies of the Empire, of the throne. I am very curious to know how it would affect you if you knew that some of those you robbed of their breath were innocent. Completely innocent. As loyal as you. What would that do to you?
At this point, you've just seen the hair in front of her face. The head kind of slightly moves up, and peeking through a sliver of the greasy dark hair, you can see one eye look up to you. We both trained under the same man. You know the answer to that. There are things bigger than innocence.
It doesn't haunt you at all to know that some of the deeds you've committed were predicated on lies.
I had my heart beaten out of me a long time ago. Now, it's about guiding history. Always has been.
I don't know how my brothers and sisters could stomach wearing that mantle of loyalty, knowing that it was woven so thoroughly from sin. And I am very sorry for you.
Good men don't conquer. They die and are forgotten. I'll die and be forgotten. But at least I know some of my deeds will have changed the course of history.
You've certainly learned your lessons by rote.
You still have a few to learn, too. I'm sure he'll find you. He'll be happy to finish what he couldn't. He doesn't like it when people don't do as he says.
I'm sure it galls him very much. Do you know, I think I'm a better friend to the Empire than a lot of you. You didn't have to have this. You shouldn't have had this.
It's a shame. So much potential and so little foresight.
Did you know Astrid and Eadwulf? Still alive?
I know them better than you do.
That's probably true. It was folly thinking I could change your mind, I know. Why would I?
What do you want? Why did you come here? None of this is surprising. What do you want from me?
Maybe if I could talk plainly with you and see 1 inch of change, I wouldn't believe we're all damned.
Well, I hope this lesson has been very useful.
It has. You've made what I have to do very plain. I don't know if you want it or not, but I'll be staying around for the end. I consider you a sister still, even if you don't share the sentiment.
She leans against the chains a bit, kind of tensing, and you hear them kind of pull and rattle. Well, I've always been a little impatient. You see a whip of motion as one of the chains goes slack, and the arm arcs around towards you.
Counterspell.
You go to cast Counterspell. There's no spell. You suffer 26 points of piercing damage. Ooh. In one of the hands, where a chain had been wrenched free, is clutching a pointed piece of metal that has been thrust into your clavicle and throat. You guys watch as a spray of blood begins to out of Caleb's chest as she pulls back to go in for another stab.
That's when I've already moved forward.
And beat her across the face with it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Natural 20.
Oh. And what are you guys doing?
I'm leaping forward. I'm gonna yell, Caduceus!
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna bash her upside the head with my shield.
I'm running in to separate them and get Caleb out of there.
Yeah, I'm trying to push her back with the shield
So-
4.
All right, so yeah, you push her back. The chains kind of pull Todd against the backside as she's now kind of pressed against the other half of the taut weight. You pull Caleb back. You know, the blood kind of just out of the wound. Managed to not strike quite as vitally as she had hoped. Though in the moment, it still frightens you to see the amount of blood with a simple puncture. The guards immediately rush in and, raising their crossbows, fill her chest with bolts. At which point you watch as she begins to lift up off the ground from the chains, and you see Essek, his hand out of his cloak, lifting her off the ground. And you see her kind of like, from blood pouring from the corners of her mouth, her eyes wide, as it kind of just looks to you.
I walk up to her and just stare into her eyes from 6 inches away.
Oh.
To Essek.
And you watch as her entire central torso crushes inward. The chains go taut, and you hear the metal bend as some of the chains begin to pull and break in places before she is dropped at the ground limply.
I'm going to look into Caleb's eyes as that was happening. I wanted to see what he was...
I am helping apply pressure.
Got any healing spells with that pressure, Cad?
You can't do them in here. We gotta.
Move them out. Here, I'll help Cad move them out.
We can't do it in here.
Out of the
Essek,
cell, out
can
of the
we-
cell.
Why not?
Can we heal him? Can we heal him?
Essek can.
We can heal him. We can heal him.
Did she? Are you okay? Did she give you any useful information?
12 additional.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.